Hello. There I am. Hello. Morning. Good morning. Okay. Hey, Elliot. Good morning. No, you were anxiously awaiting the Mahjong stream. Yeah, I slept in. Slept in a little bit. Okay. Okie dokie then. Oh, what did I do yesterday? Just more work on this AnimQ stuff. I'm actually feeling good about it. About to where it's ending up with the... I put some delegates in there. That'll be nice to I mean, even just architecturally it's nice, but I think it'll be better for performance. I think we've eradicated timers out of our abilities for the most part. So that's good. That feels good. And now we're just using delta time ticks in the processor. So the AnimQ processor is actually kind of interesting because it's not doing a whole lot. Like these things could all just be on, these could all be functions on the entity data, which I already have quite a few, but really all it's doing is starting and ending things at a certain time. So I have a feeling that maybe I'll be able to extract some of this out into a more generic processor. Maybe just a timer processor, you know, maybe just a timer processor. We'll see. For now, it's fine though. Let's just make it work, you know. Make it work is step one, and then make it pretty, step two. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, the ability anim instance I think is where I left off yesterday. I need to get that. Need to get that populated on the ranged ability. Need to get that populated on the ranged ability. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh god, what was that? Don't do that. Skeletal mesh, why? What is skeletal mesh component? Get owner entity. Skelly mesh. Yeah, I mean, that looks good. Do we get here? Let's see if we get there. Let's boot it up. Boot up the engine here. Oh, good morning. Good morning. I'm definitely going to need a second cup of coffee today. Definitely going to need that. Although that has been, I've been having too many 2-cup of coffee days recently. I'm an addict. I need to cut back. Relatable stream title. I know. I couldn't come up with one. I was sitting there trying to come up with a stream title. And then Elliot pinged me on Discord and was like, "Are you not streaming today?" Yo, welcome in. Is this Java? Oh, it begins. It begins. It begins. No, it is not Java. I have 3 minus 4. Wait, what are you saying, Elliot? Oh my gosh, donations, wow. Crazy. Cups of coffee, aha. You're a caffeinated boy. You are likely having over the limit of recommended milligrams of caffeine. If those are 6 to 8 ounce cups of coffee. Yeah. I just need a little disclaimer above my name. For the language. Yeah, I was pinning that for a while. It led to less engagement though. less people talking. And then sometimes someone was like, hey, you need to pin a message that says what language it is. And I had already pinned a message. It was amazing. Amazing. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, we get here? So we do have a, I guess we just don't have an anim instance on the ability. I see. Ranged auto attack. Where is the anim instance? Nowhere to be found. It should be cast overlay, I believe. That should be on all ranged abilities. Is it not? Is it not? So he didn't do the right animation when he shot the power shot. Fix this. Okay, I think that was fixed, actually. I think that is actually good now. Let me look at the power shot ability, which is a terrible, terrible name. Add shoot to anim Q, which is this one. I think I fixed my issue. I have chose to go with small maps, all on the same level. I can travel seamlessly, and it helps FPS a lot. My level size will never be above 2K. 2017 by 27. What a good year. Good year that was. 2017. The beefy 5-layer burrito was at an all-time low. COVID hadn't hit. I believe I might have been... Well, I was working at that point. Maybe that wasn't a good year. Glad you figured it out, though. Okay, so why aren't you replaying the animation? And not immediately. We should be getting here. We end the current anim. Let's see if we get there. Let's see if we get there. We do. Okay, we do. Let me look at the anim queue here. What's your freight? What are you hauling? You do have something in your queue. Boot calc. You know, I moved temp. I mean, I think that's fine. The current ability anim is a load bow animation. The next one is the attack bow animation. Which is not this one, question mark? Confuse. Is it because I'm reusing this shoot calc thing? Do I need this from outside this function? I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and not save that. Load calc, however, we do need that. Yeah, we do need that. Okay, let's rebuild real quick. Yeah, that was a weird series of things that were in the anim queue. That was not what I expected to be in the anim queue. Although I guess I already added another, I think I probably then at that point already added another ranged auto attack, which maybe was why that was already in there. Hey man, long time. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing well. How are you? And welcome back. Mr. Famous, what are you doing? You know about... No, CP boy. How far along have you come into building the game? How should I answer that? Yes. No. I think the answer is no. Yeah, what have we done recently? Okay, now it doesn't work at fucking all. Now it doesn't work. I'm just shooting it from my fucking hand. What the hell is that? Okay, so that was a step backwards, I would say. But yeah, what have we worked on recently? Why did that break it? What the fuck? Did that... Wait, did that change not save? We have the... So wait, what the fuck? Why did that break it? The fuck? Yeah, what have I done recently? I wrote my own ECS. I rewrote the gameplay ability system functionality into my ECS, so no more dependency on ability system component or attribute sets or gameplay abilities or gameplay effects. We don't use any of those anymore. Gameplay abilities are still U objects, but everything else is entity data now. So those are the last kind of large thing. That's what I've been working on for the past like 2 months, it seems. It's been a while. But now I'm just going and I guess what I'm working on now is changing all of my components to entity data is what I'm doing. Starting with some of my animation components. Okay, so you have an anim instance. Does that fix it? I mean, at least the timer part works well. Okay, why did that fix it, though? Why did that break? Why did that break it? Oh, dearie me. I don't know. Why did that fucking break it? That shouldn't have. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that because I don't care that much, and I also don't need those to be U properties. What do I want to do about this? The shoot calc is a high prio anim. I guess let's just look at the vlogger. Kind of what we're down to. Hang on, let me get set up here. Draconin, welcome. Good morning. Okay. What happened? Dude, mass entity subsystem, get the fuck out of here. Why are you trying to query shit? Why are you trying to query shit? I don't need you. I don't need you. Crowd manager. Oh boy, I can't wait to get my dirty fingers on that source code and rip it out. Let's just do animations here. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so we added, what did we add? Load bow, 7.75 seconds. Okay, we triggered it. Tick anim. Spawn arrow. Anim end time reached. We did not end the ranged auto attack ability. Do I have ranged auto attack ability is still active at this point, as is toggle auto attack. Trigger ability anim clear. Reload bow. No current anim starting next to anim. That was load bow finished. Load bow had finished, which is the draw anim. And then we're moving on to the shoot bow. Attack bow, yes. Attack bow. Anim end time 0.75 as well. Okay. Deal damage at time 0.04 is spawn. I guess that's the arrows or the shoot time, the cast time. We did reach the end here. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie pie. Moxie says hello, everyone. Everyone say hello to Moxie. She's licking my pants right now. Moxie, can you please stop that? Very distracting. Where was I? End current anim happened. But I didn't see it get to the, like, tick anim part. So what, let me look at that real quick. End current anim. Where did you happen from? End current anim, you get called, oh, you get called from ranged ability. Admin, welcome in. I have been well. I hope the same is true for you. Ability did end. Trigger ability anim clear. That ability to queue adding power shot. Okay, so this is I called the I pressed the power shot ability. Or like an arcane shot or whatever you want to call it. No current anim starting next to anim power shot. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is good. Anim wait time 0, anim end time 1. Trigger event tag firebow. I wonder if we didn't like reset the animation. Trigger current ability anim clear on firebow. Yeah, I feel like that didn't actually clear the animation. I feel like that didn't actually. So that maybe should have been canceled true. Well, no, because I don't want that to cancel the ability. So we should have gotten here, actually, I think. The noodles are in a nice pasta here. Okay. It's I need maybe, it would be nice, should I make the ability to do vlogs from within blueprints? I don't think I have that ability right now, but that might be kind of nice right here. And then what happens if I guess where it would be this thing. Ooh, this part right here. Excuse me. But I think what happens is because it's not a looping animation, if we don't send an event with like a clear on it or something, if we don't send like an event, is my audio weird? Oh, what did I do yesterday? My audio is weird. I hate that this fucking thing. Okay, should be better. Whenever this thing goes gray, I know my audio, it's like not working or something, and I don't know why that happens. Add it to the list of things I gotta check before I start the stream. Anyways, yeah, I think because this sequence player doesn't, it's not like a looping, I didn't pass in looping true here. I think what happens is our attack animation gets to the end and it just stops. And then we add the new attack animation in. This doesn't change. And then it doesn't replay. And we want it to replay, basically. It still fires the shot though, which is good. Maybe that's not the issue because we do need to wait for, well, no, because the NMQ is, it's the NM blueprint that's off, not the Q is right, the blueprint's off. Weird audio sounded completely fine to me. Well, that's good. Does it sound better now though? I would consider myself an audio noob. An audio noob, I would say. Couldn't tell a difference, really? Let me listen. Consider myself an audio noob. See, I noticed a slight difference there. I think I just add like a little bit of bass to my voice. You know, got to turn on the pirate software voice mod. Not so nasally. So yeah, I think we should be sending an empty. It should be an empty thingo though. You know, it should be an empty. I wonder if I should set cast spell anim to nothing here. Let's try that and see what happens. Might just be my pleb ears. You and me both. That one was kind of weird. All we did was fidget that time. And now I'm just going back to the fucking T-pose in between each of these. The audio is scuffed. Forget about the audio. the sound effects. Yeah, okay, that didn't fix the issue. It just made everything look worse. Oh dear, and I lost my spot here. Oh no, I think I got it. I think I got it. Trigger current ability in. Yeah, and then after this point, it's just business as usual. Business as usual. How I want to restart the animation, basically. That sequence player, I think, is. Well, let's look at a slow-mo then. Let's look at a slow-mo here. I'll put this up over here. I need you to be this thing. Of course, I can't see my character now, can I? Oh, it's not. I don't think it's. Okay. Okay, I guess we don't have a preview. That's fine. That's fine, I guess. Let's look at our bow states. Casting. Okay. So we did for a second, we went back to relaxed and then went through to casting and then to cast spell. Casted spell, casting. And then that's, what is casted spell and casting? They're both false. Cast spell and I just want you to restart, basically. That is preview settings. That's not going to do anything. It shouldn't loop. And if I go out of the state and then back into it, which I think is what happened, if my eyes did not deceive me, we are relaxed now. We're going to draw another bow. Okay, we're going to speed up here. Yeah, like for a fucking split second, we go back to relaxed. And then to casting, and then to cast spell. But we don't actually, it didn't actually, I don't think we even fully transferred out of here. Is that why? Because this never fully became inactive? We just went right back. Let me pull up the output log here. Let's restart. Trigger event. We did a load bow and then a fire bow. I didn't have this set to the debug thing, so we didn't see it happen. Clear casted state. Do I have a page explaining what the game's going to be? No, I don't. No, I do not. It's going to be an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite. With procedural terrain. Clean class. Okay, that works. Okay, so we do clear the casted state. And then we fire bow, which is this one. Cast payload, casting anim. Oh, fire bow. We got hit with load bow. Wait. Is that normal? Okay, I gotta run that back. God, so much happens in that one frame. I think it was after that. Fire. Okay, so yeah, so much happens here. God, I gotta do that again. 20 logs. Thank you for the sub, my dude. Welcome in. Okay. Okay. I did see where it started. It was, yes, it does start with the activate ability. We do fire bow with clear casted state. That must have been when the anim got cleared. Trigger event fire bow again for the new one. Why did that get reached? Again. I don't think it hurts anything at this point, but I didn't expect it to be ended there with fire bow. Trigger event, fire bow, and then we get the actual payload version of it, which is here. At one point I had this, like, it would redo the animation. I wonder if that's why I wonder if that's why I, like, had that. Was it in this class? I was ending something from here. Right? I thought I was. Was it in weapon ability? I don't think so. That was the wrong. I need you to look at this. I am not clicking that link. please. Yeah, nice try, hacker. Nice try, hacker. Exactly what a hacker would say. Please click my link. Please download my virus. What am I looking for here? There was at some point, it wouldn't have been in, I think it was it in the cast ability? Okay, yeah, it was here, I think. On channel time finished? Or did I move that? What am I doing? I'm not playing Silksong. That's what I'm doing right now. Ability to queue. Yeah, what am I fucking doing here? What am I fucking doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. End current anim. Let's see what happens if I don't do that. Let's see what happens if I don't do that. Let's rebuild. Just don't post links in someone's Twitch chat. I mean, it's fine. I don't have... If I didn't want links to be posted, I would do like a bot for it, so it's fine. I just... what is it? Okay, there it is. Yes. Dialogue tree. Yikes. I guess I just have an aversion to Twitter after working there. Shittiest place I've ever worked at, actually. Well, shittiest dev environment, I'll say. And that was before Elon Musk. Okay, does this work any differently now? Probably not. I think that might have been superfluous, though. Yeah, it definitely doesn't change anything. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe it did. Oh, he went out of range. Uh-oh. Ah, son of a bitch. No, I'm not attacking anymore. What the heck was that? Oh, I'm not attaching the weapon. Am I? That's why. Beginner for Unreal Engine. Should I learn C++ or Blueprint first? Thank you. I want to learn Cinematic and Unreal Engine because I have basic skill Blender. I don't know. That's very dependent on you. I don't know anything about the cinematics in Unreal. So you would have to look into what you need to know to do cinematics in Unreal. That's where I would start. The auto attack cancel does not cancel the auto attack. Let me write that down. Got it. It's taking a while to load my doc. There's so much shit in here. Oh yeah, I do have that written down. Okay. Okay, I'll show the game here for a sec though. We got a good number of people in here. Welcome in, everyone. So I'm doing some game dev. That's what I do here on this channel. I am working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite combo with procedural destructible terrain. So here's my procedural algorithm in all of its glory. This is my baby. This is my pride and joy right here. Probably the best thing that I have in the game so far. It's the first thing that I ever worked on in Unreal Engine. Complete with underground caves, which are like a giga pain in the ass to do. But they're quite gorgeous now that I've gotten them figured out. Yeah, this is just one small section of the world. There, I have these different terrain chunks here as I click on them. Each square here, is a pixel on this map. And so we're generating about a radius this big right now. So it's a very big world. World map is procedurally generated as well. So every playthrough, every time it's like, you know, kind of like Minecraft. It's seeded random, so you can put in a seed and it'll create a different world for you. And eventually I'll have a bunch of different biomes and stuff like that to go explore. Right now I only have a couple different ones, so it all looks kind of samey. But each of the different zones will have like different terrain noises and stuff. So this one over here, the reason this mountain cliff is like so high is because this zone had a really high altitude offset to like extrude it from the rest of the terrain. So this is a different zone down here. Same biome, but slightly different terrain noise. You can see we got like some smaller like outcroppings here, mountains there. This one is kind of like a flowier landscape. And it just so happens that our caves just really just shredded the landscape open quite a bit there. Eventually I'll have like ore and stuff spawned down in there to go mine. I would show I have dynamic tree chopping, so like wherever the axe connects with the tree. Oh, it works. Oh, it works now. Oh, I didn't even, that was an accident. I accidentally fixed it. Yeah, there's my dynamic tree chopping. So the anim queue stuff that I'm working on works. I just totally forgot that actually also fixed my collision settings for the tree. So there you go. There's the dynamic tree chopping. So eventually I'll get some colonists to do this as well. You can keep chopping. There you go. And it keeps, ignore the materials, the mismatched materials on the inside there. I don't have an inside tree material. I need to get one. The texture to render in there. But yeah, so you can chop wood. You'll get some wood in your inventory. You know, right now I have a building system, so usually I have colonists spawn, but they're all kind of slightly broken at the moment. But you can run around in the world and recruit colonists, and you can have them like construct things for you. Usually things take a little bit of time to build, depending on your construction skill level. And all of your colonists will have that skill level as well. You'll have a tree chopping skill, mining skill, gathering skill. There's some mushrooms around here that you can gather, right? And those are just, that's like the dummy one. Here's like the actual. So you have to like bring the wood here first, and then you have to spend time building it. And so it'll take longer than just a couple seconds, usually. So you'll want to have your colonists do that for you. And then they can also, right now you can have them construct things for you, you can have them go forage for you, and then you can also have them haul for you, so they can pick stuff up on the ground and put it into colony storage. How long was this journey? It's been about 3 years. 3 years. Are you going to keep the WoW assets? Yeah, no, I'm not going to keep the WoW assets. That would be what I would call a very bad idea. How many years do you believe it's most likely going to take you for this project? Probably like 20 to 25 years. Yeah, probably. And yeah, I guess maybe the terrain, it can be slightly, it's really shitty right now. It's just proof of concept and it doesn't work perfectly. Let's try over here. It's not working. Just let me show the people that I can actually change the terrain at runtime. You're not actually deforming it, you're just changing the mesh, or the, not mesh, the material. What's the name of the game? My Project. Oh my gosh. Please. I promise it's sort of, it's really shitty at the moment. I mean, all it does is create like a little hole in there, and I guess it doesn't even do that all the time, but it was a proof of concept, so I need to do some more work on that. And so I'm thinking the flow of the game is going to be like, there's going to be several classes to choose from. You know, kind of like vanilla WoW, you got your high fantasy classes, warrior, mage, hunter, rogue, warlock, that kind of stuff, you know. You have a team? Nope, just me, just hobby time, free time programming. But yeah, I want to have a bunch of different classes, you know, probably get them out the door one by one. Get them out the door one by one, probably, but I'm hoping for there to be a lot of abilities to choose from. I imagine that there's actually going to be more action bars than just this one down here. That's just for starters. It is Unreal Engine, yes. It is Unreal Engine. And every few levels, as you level up, you'll get a choice between like 3 random abilities. I'm thinking, you know, very all Vampire Survivors, you know, type games. You know, very roguelite. You know, get an ability every, you know, and you pick from 3. And hopefully each class has enough abilities to choose from to where each playthrough is very different, because when you die, you'll start over at level 1. But everything you did in the world will still persist and be there. And so any colony that you made will still be there in the world. So if you made like a colony over here, it'll still be there. Maybe you'll even respawn there. And I'm thinking of doing like a small time skip when you die. So when you come back, you know, maybe your colony will have been raided or something by an enemy colony or something. And so you'll need to have built really good defenses. And, you know, if you have, and they survived, you know, maybe they'll have a bunch of extra resources for you when you get back. There's a little bit of meta progression there, or maybe you'll have recruited a really good blacksmith crafter type colonist, and he can make you gear when you know, better gear for level 1 than you would have had last time. So a little bit of meta progression overlap there. And then also have talents. Just some placeholder talents I made, proof of concept talents. Those will be static, so you'll need to pick talents that are like kind of complementary to the abilities that you've rolled. And so that's kind of like the roguelite and RPG side of things. So I'm thinking like if you could imagine vanilla WoW plus Hades in the form of a long form roguelite, right? Like that's one of the things I want to experiment with as well. I realized that playing hardcore WoW a few years ago, that you know, people who play like hardcore game modes in games are essentially just playing a long form roguelike. And you know, most roguelites have like a, you know, maybe 30 minutes to an hour long run, and that's totally fine and that's fun. But I want to see what happens when we make that run dozens of hours potentially, right? Dozens, you know, 20 plus hours to reach max level. And I think that, because like watching hardcore WoW clips is like so fun, like watching people die, like just to see the fucking like emotions that go through their face and shit. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and it really revitalized a 20-year-old game for me. Oh god. Oh, okay. Ow. We're just falling. We're just falling. Oh, okay, we fell through the world. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just allocating all the memory in the world. Yeah, there's no limit to how far it generates right now, so I'm gonna turn that off before it gets too far. So yeah, that's a little bit about the game. Right now I'm working on animation stuff. And I am trying to figure out why when I do like a special ability, it doesn't reset the anim thingo. I need the animation to replay when it gets a new one. Is there a way to like reset? If I typed in a reset. What are your thoughts on Battlefield 6? No thoughts, don't play it. Or I don't. I'm not saying for you to not play it. I don't play it. I have no thoughts on it. What are my other options here? So the issue that's happening is we are potentially in this like cast spell state, which let me check if it'll play the anim from a load state. Now it should have canceled. Yeah, it doesn't like cancel the making souls like no, not a souls like. Too many souls likes out there. Would this have canceled it? If I do true here, what happens? Yeah, I need you to replay that animation, please, and also cancel the old one. Or I need you to cancel the other ability. For your next project, try 2D HD game. Okay, random YouTube Shorts chatter, I'll do that. Yeah. Okay, so I really have no way to... I mean, that should have sent a... If we end current anim with cancel. Trigger current ability, anim clear, if canceled. I mean, it should have done cancel. And I guess... Let me look at the... Let me look at this. Okay. Slow-mo. No. Yeah, tactical roll. There we go. Okay, casting. Yeah, dude, it's like a fucking quarter of a second, man. I need more than one frame. I think maybe that's the issue, is that I don't give it a frame to actually fully transition out. Is there a way to say, like... Is there a way to make this sequence player like a variable that I can like reset and shit? Equals. Bindings. What is bindings? I think that's how I was solving it last time, is I think I just everything took, I was scheduling things for like the next frame so that the anim blueprint could have a frame to blend and transition out. Although I don't even think a frame is going to be enough for those transitions. And when I did the fucking set casting anim, maybe did I do cast spell or casting? I don't know. If I set that there. Yeah, now I do like now I'm like T-posing. That's what I want to happen, but as I'm auto-attacking. That, like, all that does is T-pose me. It doesn't actually fix the issue, which is, like... Yeah, I don't know what to do here with my setup. I'm not gonna act like I'm very good at animation stuff. I think with the way I have this set up, like... maybe just a montage would be better. Because then I could just explicitly cancel the montage. Is there a way to, like, reset a sequence player? Canon BP reset sequence. Is there any way to do that? That had to do with montage. They're doing like blueprint stuff though. I need anim blueprint stuff, you know? Anytime you enter a state, the animations contained are reset. Wait, let me hang on. Am I being dumb right now? What is the... That's the animation. Let me actually pull up the other one. No, it straight up doesn't replay it as well. Okay, I'm not being dumb. I was like, wait a second, am I just not realizing that it's like, just because it's so quick? Hello? There's got to be like some setting that What if I just made this fucking 0? 0. If I made those transition times 0. Okay, yeah, it is jarring. The reset. That did replay it there, though. That did replay it there. I don't think I need, like, this one, maybe I only need, like, give me, like, a 0.1 duration blend here. Maybe that's all I need. It's still pretty jarring. Okay, why didn't that deal damage? Animation stuff takes forever because I suck. You're not showing me what I need to see either. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better with a little bit of transition time. This is UE5, yes. Dude, we didn't even transition there on that one. God damn. Yeah. Okay. So I think maybe the right move is to throw in. Maybe I should delay the. God, I don't want to have to do that though. I was thinking maybe we should add in like a really quick bow draw animation at the beginning and just like speed it up a bunch. I don't want to have to do that because what I want for combat is like. When you press a button, I want the time between you pressing the button and damage showing up on the screen to be as short as possible. Make you feel like you're very much in control of the player and the combat and to make it feel really responsive. So very anti-Souls-like there. Very, very not Souls-like. And that does have some like repercussions, right? Like I can't always, like when I swing, I need like swing timers and stuff. So like, yeah, me clicking 6. Oh my God, that looked horrible. First of all, that looked horrible. That one was better. Oh, my timers are all off now. Okay, well, nice, very nice. Way too crude, no. Thank you. Thank you for that. Does dual wield work? I forget. Oh my God, it looks horrible. Oh, it's so bad. Everything's so bad. What have I done? hell, dude? Oh my god, it's so bad. What have I done to my animation system? It used to be okay. It used to be actually okay. Oh man, this is going to be an absolute slog. This is going to be an absolute slog. Oh. But anyways, with the ranged ability, I was thinking like maybe we just add like a really quick bow draw animation, like 1/4 of a second or something like that. What's your main job? I'm a software engineer. Cancel, I don't know if cancel did made any difference there. Don't know if that made any difference there. I mean, kind of what I've done here is made like a kind of animation montage thing. So yeah, maybe I need to think about using more animation montages. I forget why I didn't want to do that. I think I was just having difficulty getting them blended into the ALS locomotion. But essentially with like the load and shoot, I hate animation, good luck. Yeah, I don't, it's probably my least favorite programming to do. But I know I already need to improve some support because there are some situations where I want to use montages. It was just really difficult to get the... I think it had to do with like the combat stance. Because when you're in combat, I want your character to like stand, you know, in a combat stance. Yeah. Floor is made of floor. But essentially what I'm doing here, especially with the casting abilities and the load and shoot ranged ability, like I'm putting a load animation in the queue and then a shoot animation. So, I mean, that's essentially what a montage does, right? Plays those things one after another with some extra bells and whistles. Yeah, maybe let's ignore the bow thing for now. Let's put those back to 0.2, I think is what they were. Put those back to 0.2. Goes back to 0.2. I don't like that the melee stuff is really bad. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's do this guy. Oh yeah, this one's just all off. Okay, yeah, your anim timers are all off, so let's start you up. Yeah, that was just all kinds of fucked up. Your timers are completely off. Probably just need to change the calculations on here now that the queue works completely differently. AKA schematics. Welcome in. That's a cute little emote. What is that? Okay, so we have added the melee attack ability into the queue. No current anim. Starting next anim. Melee auto attack ability. Anim wait time 0, anim end time 1. So we have a 1 second swing timer on this bad boy. That's quite fast. Anim notify weapon active at 0.36. Deal damage at 0.4. We add another one. And then weapon inactive. Pick anim. Anim in time reached. We didn't cancel the ability. Trigger current ability, anim clear. Yeah, it would be really nice to have some vlogs in the blueprints. That could help with this. It's really nice to be, because like when I do output logs, like just in the console log, it's kind of hard to tell like what frames things happened in, but this makes it really nice to like step through and step back, what happened in what order. It's nicer. More better, more gooder. So this is going to have to do with the weapon overlay. Slightly different. Slightly different. I pushed an old lady one time. Doesn't anyone want to know why I pushed the old lady? She had it coming. That old lady was a dirty snitch. Go away, please. Go away. I don't need you. Thank you. The old lady deserved it. That's right. My ride or dies no. I would never push an old lady unless she was talking mad shit. Okay, what else happened here? I don't know what happens on, like, clear. It only happens on cancel, which maybe it shouldn't. God. Oh, blueprint debugging needs work, yes. Stale chocolate chip cookie. That is one of the 7 deadly sins, I think. That in between like greed, gluttony, stale chocolate chip cookie, yeah, that's up there. I mean, nothing looks weird here because we're just starting the next animation. Ability ended 0 there. But we ended it here. It did get ended here. So active ability is C13, weapon ability C13. Melee auto attack ability C13. Well, why are we talking about melee auto attack ability C12 here? C12. That got ended there. When we deal damage. And then 13 got started. But then why did... Okay, yeah, some inconsistent things are happening with the melee auto attack ability. I attempted to infiltrate the chat, but I couldn't last more than 2 minutes. Hey, 2 minutes is a long time to last, okay? A lot of people completely happy with 2 minutes. Respectable time, actually. Some might say too long. I might say too long. What do you do? Who do you know here? What do you know here? Weapon, melee auto attack ability. I do deal damage to current target. Yeah, so why is it ending on... Why is the ability ending there? I don't know what's causing the ability to end. That is being ended from the ability. The first one did not, though. Yes, yes, yes. That one got ended from the ability in him, too. This one, oh, because we couldn't hit the target. The target. Yeah, maybe I just shouldn't end here. Why do I care about owner entity here? I don't know that I care about owner entity here. I mean, it should always be valid. We'll keep it in there as a sanity check. Let's do something like this though. Change it to that, and then that way we just let the animations, we let the anim queue take care of when to end the ability, and that way it's consistent. Hello? Are you done? Can you? It should always be validly your downfall quote. Yeah. The number of times that should always be good. That should never be the case. Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, that would just... I mean, we would hit this if it was invalid, right? We would just return null pointer there. Oh, these also need to be... Revert those, or invert those, rather. Excuse me. Okay, let's build. I might make some more coffee here. I think now's a more coffee time. I don't know. Yeah, now's a more coffee time. I'm gonna be right back. More coffee. You should all go get yourself some coffee too. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I gotta go drive for mine? Oh, that's rough. Get yourself a fucking coffee, mate. Mate. I want to get into programming games and stuff, but I don't know really where to start. Type that into Google. Type that exact thing into Google. I want to get into programming games, but IDK, where to start? Man, you even got AI overviews to tell you. I mean, I don't mean to be condescending about it, but what the point I'm trying to make is that there is a wealth of information on the internet. You merely need to go find it. So what you need to do is understand how to ask the right question. Okay, where to go or what websites are trustworthy for education? I feel like someone has said that before. Someone was worried about the trustworthiness of like tutorials, and that was very odd to me. And I thought that was kind of like a one-off type situation, right? But I guess it's not. Ton of math though. Yeah, there's a ton. I was bad at math before game dev, but I powered through and got it done. Tutorials are oftentimes bad. Yeah, I mean, everyone learns differently though. You know, Elliot, probably you and I are you know, we just figure it out. You know, we just trial and error it until it works. But there's definitely some tutorials I followed that I've gotten things out of, but they're specific, right? And I can understand, like, if you didn't know anything about, like, programming at all, like a tutorial with the basics would actually be really helpful, just to kind of get a feel for it. Good morning, Zach. Welcome in. Then get demoralized when you mention you want to learn Unreal Engine as your first engine and people make fun of your misery. Well, that's just commiserating because they are also miserable. Here's the main reason though. YouTube videos are oftentimes published and forgotten about. They're more or less static, even if they're blatantly wrong. They never change. Blog posts, on the other hand, will adapt, change, update. Yeah, I prefer textual stuff as well because you can also, it's searchable. It's a lot easier to search, right? If you're trying to find something in a video, even if it's the right video, you have to like skim through it. It's a very difficult way to find the information you need. But I mean, yeah, like the trustworthiness of it, like just try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, right? Like, I don't know. I've never had to worry about the trustworthiness of a source of programming or game dev information. I just try it. If it doesn't work, I move on. Been trying to start my first 2D game for a while now. What would you recommend, Godot or Unity as a beginner? Well, I have used neither. Well, I've used Unity a little bit, but I personally would never use Unity just because of their business practices and no access to source code. Like they've made some business decisions that are not very good for the creators of games. They've since like redacted and went back on those, but it just kind of makes you feel like it's not as stable, like the income thing, like the revenue split type thing. Like it just doesn't feel stable. And yeah, having to pay for source code access is so crazy to me. So crazy. So I personally wouldn't use Unity, even if I was good at C#, you know, if that was like my language, which it's not. I'm gonna go get my coffee now. Good luck on your quest for coffee. So I don't like to give recommendations because I think everyone should make those decisions themselves based on their situation. But for that one where it's like Unity or Godot, I don't think I ever have a reason to use Unity. I don't think I would ever have one. Okay. What did I do? What did I last do? Oh, I did this this thing. I don't know. That doesn't really fix anything, does it? Oh yeah, get that out of here. Yeah, that one resets real hard too. What's the blend for this one? Where am I? There's a blend there. Why does it reset so hard? Yeah, what the hell was that about? What the hell was that about? So we didn't even do a transition because we're attacking the whole time. Did we unlink the? I mean, there's no way we unlinked the anim blueprint. God, look at that neck. He's just like breaking his fucking neck to swing that axe. Yeah, what the fuck was that, man? The fuck was that? Everything's broken, everything's broken, and it's all my fault. Melee anim triggered. With empty. I guess that's why it probably set it to empty. What's the condition here? Not is idle. Let's do an is valid check on here. Anim cleared. We'll also put that down there. Okay, yeah, we're all fucked up now. Oh no. Yeah, I shouldn't have compiled there. Shouldn't have compiled that. Did that save? I hope that saved. Okay, yeah, that saved. Okay, let's see how bad it is now. That's better. That is actually much better. Maybe that helped with this one. Oh, that's so much better. What is my DDH reversal algorithm doing? What the fuck was that doing? what was I fucking doing there? That's wild. Okay. Okay, that fixed everything. Actually, let's go back to dual wielding now. Let's see if that worked. Okay, I'm not dealing damage with my main weapon. Okay. Interesting. I am not dealing damage with my main hand weapon when dual wielding. What does it all mean, Basil? What does it all mean? What would be the deal damage time there? Or the damage? I guess the V-logger has the information that I need. The V-logger... The V-logger... kind of the homie, you know? Okay. Get rid of all that stuff there. Okay. Okay, adding WoW attack, one hand. So there's an offhand one as well. So we'll keep an eye out for that one. Anim time 1.1. Anim wait time reach. Wait, what was anim wait time? Oh, anim wait time was 0.1. Interesting. Anim wait time reached. Trigger current ability anim. Anim notify weapon active. Oh, I have a weapon active on that one? Okay, interesting. Deal damage is 0.4, inactive. Anim notify end, okay. Anim end time reached. End current anim. Trigger current ability, anim clear. No current anim, starting next anim, which is... attack off. Offhand, yes. Stabby stabby. Anim wait time is the same, and in time is the same. This is the offhand wait time reached. Okay, so we trigger, and then we have deal damage time at 0.57. Tick anim end. Ability ended is not true there. It was true before though, correct? Yeah. The ability did not end itself there. We're logging auto attack ability C0. Which has long since ended. It ended in between these two frames. Alright, ability to queue. Tick anim. That's okay, what's happening there? Because that seems really weird to me. What seems really weird to me? Starting next anim. Yeah, that has the old, that is logging the old ability name. Even though I move tempt. Even though I moved tempt. Move tempt. How long do you think I'll be streaming for? Probably about another hour. So why am I logging the old ability name here? That's very sus. Starting next anim, C1. Very suspect. The offhand did do a deal damage. Let's get back to the next main hand attack, which is... Wait. Starting next anim, melee auto attack ability, one hand. The offhand was here. Melee auto attack ability. Okay, so we're starting next anim. This is the one-hand attack. Anim wait time reached. Anim notify, weapon active, deal damage. Let me... I want to log, like... And then I guess... I maybe want to vlog that. Because I am getting to the deal damage trigger. I'm going to turn on the gameplay stuffs. Entity system. Yeah, I'm not seeing any damage being taken from that one. Yeah, that one did get damage dealt. Okay, so I'm guessing it just couldn't deal damage for some reason. I would like to know what that is, though. I think we should log that. I think we should log that. Does weapon... I do have owner entity on here, so... Orpheum, welcome in. It's going okay. We're just kind of slogging through anim stuff, which is not my favorite, but we're getting through it. My entity system logs. Not facing target. Should I log it as an error? It's not like an error, but like maybe it is somewhat illuminating. Get name. Do I give a shit what the weapon is? I don't know. I don't think I give a shit about what the weapon is at this point, which would be what get name would tell me. Target entity is friendly, which I don't think works. It's not faction. Target entity faction is not attackable. You're not working with the team? No, I am not. My convention is that anything that should halt execution, I log as an error. Well, the error in this case means just it shows up as red. That's what that means. It's not like, it doesn't actually like, it just kind of like treats it as something to draw my attention to in the vlogger. Anything that corrupts state is a warning, and everything else is log level. I guess I'm treating an error as anything that didn't, like, the non-happy paths. I am logging as error. Just because it's like, I want to, like, those are the paths that I may want to look at and notice and call out when something doesn't happen. And I'm like, why didn't that happen? But yeah, I don't really have like a solid, my logging could just altogether use work probably. I need to look into how logging works in production for Unreal Engine games too. Little fucking tactical roll in there. Bro, it is so hard to hit this guy. I am not getting any red here though. Say goodbye to state tree and mass. We don't want that. Not facing target. Wait, that didn't... Oh, I didn't do error on all of them, did I? Yeah, not facing target. Like in production builds, it compiles out if I recall correctly. Right. Yeah, I think that is the expected behavior, but like... Whenever someone's game is crashing, sometimes developers go, send me the logs, or send me these certain files, so... And like when crashes happen, you know, it'd be nice to have the log file as well. So that kind of thing. I was working on my own and discovered the game industry is more dirty than the drug industry. Oh, new Netflix documentary coming out? I set up bug splat on the old project, worked well. Is that a solution? Is that a bug splat? Stop chasing crashes, start fixing them. Yeah, I'll have to look into that someday. Bookmark it for now. Bookmarked. Elliot's always got the juice. Many scammers on Kick and Starter. What, Star Citizen and Ashes of Creation? Adder, welcome in. Bug Spot's pretty sweet. Just have to make sure that you build your systems to log legible critical data. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the biggest challenge for me. Being legible is difficult. And like not overlogging and not underlogging, you know. Anyways, what about facing target is not working very well here. Let's let me rerun that. Let me run live coding on that. Stop, prop, settle down, open up shop right there. Yeah, ever since I made the change to is facing target to be entity based, it has been actually very finicky. Maybe I want to make that wider because like 0.5 would be what, a 45-degree range? Am I think or no? Is this the case where like the dot product is actually like it's not a linear number? Is that so? What is 0.5? What is a dot product of 0.5? Okay, let me see. What angle is a dot product of 0.5? Search with Google Lens. Not interested. Thank you, though. Dot product calculator. That's not what I want. 0.5 is 90 degrees. See, I feel like I thought that at some point, and then who was it that came in and I mean, it might have been Draconin actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Was it like 0.7? Yeah, 0.707 is 45 degrees. So it is 0.5 is not 45. So we learned that. So it's not, that's why it's so confusing, because it's not a linear range. So 0.5 is actually less than 45 degrees. Maybe that's why it's so difficult to hit. I would like to know, why is there not just like a stupid website to like run it backwards? Oh, it's more than 45. Is that right? Dive deeper in AI mode. I'm hesitant to believe that. Right, can I just get like I want a dot product calculator, but like backwards. Are you working in radians or degrees? I am working in whatever the output of dot product is. Dot product calculator. Why dot product backwards calculator? Read dot product calculator. The dot product is the output of whatever you give it. Yes, thank you. Vector 1, vector 2. I want to know. I want to run it backwards though. What is 0.5? Dot product output angle. Well, if you give it radians, I mean, it would be vectors, right? That's the dot product function. Dot product output angle -1, 0, 1. Like, I just want to know what this like scalar means. Like, I want to be able to take this scalar and translate it backwards. Output scalar angle. God, why is what I want so difficult to get? I'm probably asking it in a stupid way. The dot product. God fucking damn it. What is 0.5 here? What angle is 0.5? I think it's arc cosine of A. Yeah, but how do I, like, what am I going to type that into? Testing whether the angle between two vectors exceeds a cone angle, then you'd use the cosine radians 45 would give it So should I just wow. The AI understood the AI understood there. I don't know. 45 is a little tight for being like in front. I think I want to widen that to maybe like 75 or something. Yeah, that's a better way to I was just wanting to like know what the scalar value was. Which maybe is why I was not finding the right answer, because it's like just use the equation, which I didn't know what the equation was. Hopefully that works though. Okay, maybe we'll get some better or consistent hits here. Okay, why didn't that hit? Deal damage did nothing. Did nothing there. And I also didn't get a vlog. Yeah, I'm aware of what the 1, 0, and -1 mean, but all of the numbers in between that are not linear. So you can't just understand them. You have to like do that cosine thingy. Let's look at deal damage to current target. I mean, I should have a fucking target. There's no reason I wouldn't have a target. Although I need to check the weapon ability, deal damage to current target. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have the weapon active and inactive. Maybe I have hit an actor already. Hang on, let me look at the weapon. I don't think I reset it properly. Has already hit something. Let me see here. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna go slow-mo. Slow-mo on his ass. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, I fucking hit him there. Stab him in the butt. Got him right in the tuchus. Okay. There's the money. Okay. We have already hit something. That is why. Okay. You must use line trace for attacking or sweep trace for better combat. No. That is not how combat works in my game. I'm not doing collision-based combat. This is not Dark Souls. Okay, I've forgotten where this gets hit. Handle hit actor, I suppose? Where do you get hit at? Let me make sure that's the only place. On overlap begin. Sovereign had a pretty nice combat system that expressed hits and blocks in terms of degrees, and it plays pretty fun in his demo. Yeah, I remember watching him back in the day, and his combat did look nice. It seemed kind of almost, from what I remember, and I probably don't remember it correctly, but it almost seemed kind of For Honor-y, you know? If that makes sense. Okay, so I think what's happening here is we're getting an overlap on something. I'm probably like hitting myself or some shit. Which maybe I should just do. I probably have logs for that. Other actor is a... So I do have logs for, like, this overlap begin. I'm not seeing them get hit, though. I think probably just handle hit actor. Let's look at where that's called from. Did I already deal damage to targets? Or did I wonder if the weapon just never got reset. Are you trying to make less CPU extensive combat? No, not necessarily. That's not why it's not why I'm doing combat the way I'm doing it. This is how I want combat to be done. But I do want combat to be performant, because I am going to run it at a large scale. But that would not have any impact on how I want combat to actually work. Where's the fucking reset? I thought there was a reset on here. There, reset swing. Where are you called from? Okay, so it does happen when the ability ends. Reset swing base weapon. Do I see that somewhere? I do see reset swing. I am only seeing it for the dagger. The dagger. Why is the one-handed mace not resetting? Line trace guys will be in shambles. Oh, I've seen this before, yeah. Dude, the fucking death animations are so sick right there, man. That is nice that it's like slightly timed. That's like... That has a nice effect, especially when damage numbers pop up and stuff. That'll be a nice effect. But see, Diablo is all collision based, you know, it's all like... It's all AoE stuff, right? Like every ability hits multiple targets, basically. Animated damage area. It was only the VFX. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. I was just blind, is what I was. Bro, that gets like really small. I didn't realize. I played the mage. Oh my god. Can I slow that down? Hit me with the... No, wrong direction. Hit me with the 0.5. Like, look how small that got. Like, look at that. That's so tiny. It's smaller than the actual... It shouldn't have gotten that small, in my opinion. It should not be that small. It should not have gotten smaller than the last one. That's too small. And also, I guess the blue is, like, not within... So it's like the very center, you're actually safe. They do have devlogs. Devlogs have lots of little bits of gold. Yeah, I think Odd showed this on his stream back when he was still streaming. RIP Odd. The homie. May he rest in peace, sweet child. He didn't actually die, he just hasn't streamed in a long time. But anyways, most of my combat is not going to be AoE based. So most of my attacks are gonna be like single target, stuff like that. And then I have my own collision system for the entities that's all math based instead of using the actual built-in collision. I sent Odd in this rabbit hole. Ah, you were the cause, Middle. I should have known. That Middle. Wait, please stop spamming. Okay, you're getting timed out. That's too much. You should know better than that. Do better. Anyways, yeah, why didn't you get reset? Why didn't you get reset? Did you ever end? Did you ever end? Pause. Not in range, that's fine. So I don't see any active abilities. Oh god, the fucking... I'm one property away from winning something in McDonald's Monopoly. Is that where you got your coffee from? Please tell me you did not get a coffee from McDonald's, and that's your like, yes, one black coffee. You deserve better. Go to a local coffee shop. Get you a local coffee shop coffee. I got two. Oh my god. Okay, so it should have ended the ability. Where did the ability get ended at? End ability, melee auto attack. But yeah, so end ability did get called. End ability did get called. Why are you not actually resetting the swing though? Pray tell. Reset swing on weapon special ability. This extends from weapon ability, which already does that, so I don't think I need to do that. Oh, weapon ability doesn't do that. It maybe should. But I mean, yeah, the melee auto attack ability gets ended. Is weapon just not valid at that point? Perhaps? Why wouldn't it be? And why is this only happening for the main hand weapon? That's so weird. Reset swing. Yeah, I should probably make up my ability logs. That would probably be beneficial. I got the ice cream. Ice cream and coffee is actually kind of good though. I was out of milk the other day for my espresso. And so I just put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in with my espresso, made like a little affogato. It was like an iced affogato. Yeah. It was like I had like fucking 2 teaspoons of milk left. Are you using nanite and lumen? I mean, I haven't done a whole lot on the rendering side of things. I'm mostly just functionality still at this point. But currently I do not have lumen turned on. I do have nanite on most things though. How long did it take you to grow that luscious beard? 21 years before I had a full beard. Yes, I do know that we're getting there. Okay, I might have just missed that one. Yeah, I did miss that one. I gotta... So in World of Warcraft, in Vanilla WoW, I guess in Retail WoW too, they have a... let's talk game design for a second, guys. Let's talk game design. That mace is not hit regi. Yeah, that is what I'm working on. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. But let's talk game design here. Now, Vanilla WoW has a miss chance, or like a hit and miss chance, right? And so what that means is like any one of your attacks have a chance to just outright not land. And it'll just say miss on the screen. And so it's all like, it's, you know, it's a tab target game. And so any ability, like, it's actually like, once you get to max level, the most important stat is maxing out hit chance. So you can have a hit rating on gear that reduces your chance to miss. And there's like a hit cap. There's like a maximum amount of hit rating you can get. So getting to hit cap is actually the highest DPS thing you can do once you get to like max level. I mean, it's the highest for anything. And your chance to miss is higher if you're fighting higher level targets. Always. So you can get hit capped. You can never miss against things your level, I think, if you're hit capped. And otherwise don't have any other stat reductions. I think miss chance works well if you have auto attacks like WoW does. If you have manual input attacks and you have miss, that feels bad as a player. All opinion though. Yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. I don't think. So I do have auto attacks, but the difference in my auto attacks and WoW's auto attacks is I made the decision that anytime a damage number happens on screen, it needs to be the result of something that the player can see. With WoW's auto attacks, that they just have a timer going on, and it's just happening all the time, whether or not your character is actually animating a swing or not. And your character may be doing other abilities that you're pressing, and then because like auto attacks show up as white damage, everything else shows up as yellow, or like special ability damage or whatever. And so you'll just have white numbers popping out of thin air. And I do really like WoW combat, and I love, you know, the damage numbers and stuff, and I think that works great. But I just made the decision to do it differently. But you can't deny, and obviously, like, backing up a little bit, obviously in a game like a Dark Souls game where combat is collision based, and in most games are like this nowadays, are collision. It's kind of like collision based combat. We just looked at Diablo, collision based basically. But yeah, having a miss chance, that doesn't make sense there, because the skill, like there's skill in landing your hits now. Like that is the miss chance. The miss chance is all on player skill. You've offloaded the miss chance stat entirely onto the player's mechanical execution, making sure they swing in the right direction, right? And so yeah, having a miss chance would feel really bad. So I definitely agree with you there, Adder. But I think a miss chance also just kind of feels bad in WoW. Especially because it's not really, like, you wouldn't think that hit chance is the most important thing, right? You wouldn't think that. And so it's a little unintuitive. And so I was thinking here, it may actually be kind of nice. You know, I missed here, but this was a miss because I wasn't in range of the target. So I was thinking maybe I should show a miss on screen when that happens. Because like, even for me as a dev, I'm like, what happened there? You know, why didn't I hit them? And for me, it's like, once my auto attacks get started, like they finish for the most part, unless you explicitly cancel them. So, whereas in WoW, it's like, once the auto attack animation starts, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit, which is different from how mine works. Like, mine depends on where you're at the time of deal damage. So you could start the swing. You only start a swing when you're in range, or if you've it's the first time you've toggled auto attack. That's super simple too, because you know ahead of time if you're gonna miss. The game does, rather. In WoW, yeah. In WoW, yeah. For mine though, I don't. It depends on at this deal damage time, which it's latent, right? I started the swing back here at this frame. Deal damage happened at this frame, which was 0.579 seconds after they started the animation. And so the character moved, and I didn't hit the target. So I was thinking maybe I should just show a miss text on screen and it make a whoosh sound, you know? You fucking thought, yeah. That would be kind of funny. But I also don't want to give the player the notion that there is a missed chance. Because I think I will have missed chance. So I don't want to conflate the two. But I think my hit or miss chance is going to be... It's basically going to be a stat that starts at 0% chance to miss. This is Unreal Engine, yes. So I think for because like in WoW, your miss chance, it like starts at like 8% or something like that. I forget what it is. But you have a base miss chance in WoW. I don't know what it is. Maybe they changed it in retail. I forget. But in vanilla WoW, it was like 8% or something like that. Or have slightly different animations. Oh, I don't know. That's like too much for what I'm going for. I think I'll just play like a whoosh sound. I think WoW does the same thing too. When you miss, it goes whoosh. But I think my miss chance is going to be 0%. And then what I'm going to do is kind of like correlating that with the RimWorld Colony Sim side of things. What RimWorld does, RimWorld's combat is all it's all gun based. So there's like a shooting ability, but there's also a melee ability as well. And attacks most of the time miss in RimWorld. Most of the time they miss, unless you've got a really high level shooter or melee. Most of the time they miss. Whiff.wav, yeah, exactly. And when you go into like, when it's dark outside, the eyesight stat is lowered. The vision stat is lowered, which affects things like how fast you can work and how well you can shoot and how well you can melee swing, which I always thought was really cool. Like, I like that. I really like that. Now, it's not very clear because you have to like dig into the advanced stats views to even notice that. And like, one thing experienced players will do is like, when you're first starting your colony and building your base, like what you want is you want to put like a torch by all your crafting stations, by your research bench, by your, your kitchen, so that the pawns can see what they're fucking doing, and they'll actually work faster. They'll work faster because they can see better. Because vision affects, I think, manipulation is what it would be. So I want that. But I want like base chance to miss 0, but if it's dark outside, maybe if you're not an elf who has, some ability to see in the dark or something like that, you get like a, 5-10% chance to miss or something. Or if you're in like a cave, it's dark in the cave, chance to miss, right? Maybe there is a debuff where you get sand thrown in your eyes, adds chance to miss there. And I think that makes it feel a little bit better than just always having some % chance to miss. And then maybe, because like in RimWorld, you can lose like body parts and stuff like that. And so I'm wondering if like you lose an eye, your vision is at 50%. Maybe you just have like, you have a lot % chance to miss now. Like if you lose an eye, you always have like 20% chance to miss, which would fucking suck. So maybe it wouldn't be that drastic, but weak character try to wield heavy Two-hand sword, 2% whiff chance. Yeah, maybe there's something there with I think like with what D&D does with weapon what do they call it? Specialties? Or like weapons, I forget what they call it. Proficiency, that's the word I'm looking for. If you don't have proficiency in the weapon, I think your chance to hit with it is much lower. But D&D also a game where misses happen a lot. So I think maybe, you know, we'll have to play with that. But that's kind of a decision farther down the road. All this suffice to say that, should I show a miss on screen or not? Maybe just playing the sound is enough, because I do want to distinguish between... when you've missed because of stats, or when you've missed because you weren't in range or you weren't facing the target. That's really cute. You could do like some procedural HDR lens flare to tie into that miss chance, like simulated squints. Oh, like if you get like sand in your eyes or something. Yeah, that would be cool. I was thinking enemy character audio taunts player on miss. You really want shit talking in the game, huh? I was playing Hades and there's this like monster. Okay, here's me. I'll be like right here. No, this is the monster. That's the monster. I'll be blue. Here's me. And the monster puts this spoop all around. It puts this it makes a circle, basically. And you can't see, when you're inside of this, you can't see in or out. And when you're here, like you can't see, this blocks vision essentially. And I thought that was really cool because like there are all these like other monsters out here potentially firing like ranged weapon, like projectiles and stuff in here. And then this guy is like wandering around, you know? And so you have to like dive in and kill this guy while like dodging all the shit that you can't fucking see. I thought that was it was a really fun, unique enemy. And I was thinking like, what would that look like? Because in Hades, it's top down. Well, it's isometric, I guess, but mostly top down. I was thinking like this would be really cool. But I think in a third person kind of thing, you would kind of also need to put some effect on the screen itself, you know? And I think I was also thinking like in RimWorld, there's a whole, like, you can make a religion where blinding is seen as like, it's desired. It's like a part of the religion. So they will like ritualistically blind themselves and they'll get a mood debuff if they haven't. Now, this obviously means they can't fucking see. But then if you're a part of the religion, you get like a, you know, like a vision buff, even though you're blinded. And so I was thinking like, if I wanted to do something like that, maybe there is a shader that I could put on screen that would kind of like, it would kind of make it look like Daredevil-y almost, you know? Maybe it would just make it all like black and white or something. If you did that to the player, if the player chose to do that. Which is interesting, which would be really interesting. So yeah, that's just on the topic of like on-screen effects that reflect what the character is going through. I think are really cool because it like kind of gets the player immersed, right? And you know, maybe if you get sand thrown in your eyes, if that ability happens to you, like maybe all it does is it just mucks up the screen and makes it really hard to fucking see. You know, maybe you don't just get built-in mischance. Or like it's like getting flashbanged in COD, you know, where it actually fucks up the screen, makes it all white. Remember that Half-Life 2 bonus thing that came out long ago was one of those first dynamic HDR demos that it actually simulated eyes adjusting going from inside to outside. Oh yeah, I do know what kind of effect you're going for, or you're talking about rather. RimWorld with UE5 graphics would be top notch. Well, kind of what I'm going for. I want to do a little bit more with it, but kind of what I'm going for. I want to do like a third-person RPG, because like when I play RimWorld, I always have wanted to be down in the world with the pawns. like alongside them experiencing it, because that's what you're doing in your head. Like, well, I guess not everyone plays the game that way, but like the people that are the funnest to watch and I think probably enjoy the game the most are the ones that are kind of role playing when they're playing the game, because they're using their imagination to like put themselves in these crazy situations, right, that are happening in RimWorld. Techno location. Flashbangs only affect myself. The enemy never gets the flash nerf. I think you might be using them wrong in that case. My biggest concern coming to Unreal was high actor counts. This should be interesting. Well, my friend, I have solved that problem. I have solved that problem. That is 1,000, and none of them are actors. None of them are actors. Only the ones with shadows are actors. So they kind of pop into as actors as I get close. And I'll probably have like a maximum actor count or something. So yeah, that's 1,000 colonists. Because what I want to do is actually run the whole, because like another thing with Colony Sim type games is that they fake the simulation at some point, right? Like in RimWorld, nothing happens outside of the tile that you're on. Like there's a massive world in RimWorld where there's all these different tiles that you can go to, but not like those tiles aren't running, right? And it makes sense for the game that it is. It makes sense. But what I want is a more full-fledged simulation where the world is kind of evolving whether you're there or not. So is that Niagara or something? They're all instant static meshes. All instant static mesh components that are vertex animated. So it would be kind of like what Niagara would do. Kind of like what Niagara would do. But yeah, I think the colonies, like RimWorld is kind of a smaller scale colony sim, and I kind of want to keep it that way for my game as well. I think it helps you form a tighter connection to each one of your colonists, which I think will be really fun. Especially when you're doing third-person RPG, I think you can, and I'm doing like LLM dialogue and stuff, so I think that can really like bring the colonists to life and make you form connections with them, you know? And so when they die, it's like a huge deal, right? Mountain playthrough coming to you soon. Yeah, I probably won't have super large battles or anything. Emma, welcome in. Morning. But I do definitely want to like run combat all over the world, right? Which is why I rewrote Gas. That's why I rewrote the gameplay ability system. But anyways, let's go back to our test. Let me try and see if I can finish this before I have to get off here. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out why my dual wield was not working. And specifically, what was happening was this first swing deals damage. Okay, that's that timing was very off. Are you from Chicago? Wouldn't you like to know, hacker? Okay, that one did not register. Why? You thought, do you just want to record some voice lines and I'll just shove them into the game? Just shoehorn them in there. So deal damage at time. I didn't get any fucking logs here. Well, let me look at I guess it's the old one where we see the reset. Shouldn't that should be logging at some point, right? Where's the ended ability? Just asking, not a hacker, by the way. Oh, that sounds suspiciously like a hacker. That's exactly what a hacker would say, I think. If I was a hacker, that's what I would say. End ability, melee auto attack ability C0. So that should have been the first one we did. It did call reset swing. Hey guys, I am Praveen here. Hello, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Welcome in. We're activating the ability twice here. Oh, we're activating two different abilities, but it's being logged weird. Getting taunted on after getting beaten by an NPC makes me want to continue playing just to kill that guy. It's what made Shadow of Mordor in those games so great. I did love Shadow of Mordor. Those were great games. I just like how they gave like kind of personalities to each orc. Like they really went like I like how they called you out at the beginning of combat, and that's actually something that I would like to do when like you get raided by an enemy faction. Like I kind of want to give those factions identities, and I think one of the ways that I'm going to do that is by creating like, you know, some sort of like leader or something that like calls you out at the beginning of the raid or something and says like, oh, you know, just to make the player know like more so about what faction is attacking them, you know. To give the player some more you know, identity in the world. It's like, oh, it's that faction again. This faction's always fucking me up, you know, or something like that. Okay, so where else am I setting this thing to true at? So it does get reset. Well, let's make sure this one got reset. Okay, that should have gotten reset at some point. It got reset, yeah. Has already hit something. Let's look up where, show me all the other places this is getting called at. Pickaxe, which is not relevant to us. Handle, hit actor. I don't see any of those logs. I don't think. Let me just search hit in the logs here. Space, no, nothing. Other hit, other actor. On overlap begin. Does that ever? That never gets. Never. But the thing is, like, I do like this. That swing does have an active thing, and I bet if I turn that off, I bet if I actually turn that off, it's fine. I don't actually need those. Anim end. I also probably don't need. Oh no, it still doesn't. Okay. Still doesn't. I think that's the right one. Yeah, that one's after does it, and I know why. It's this variable gets flipped to true, but I'm trying to figure out like why. I mean, I guess this is the only place it gets flipped to true at. because the other ones don't get hit. I feel like let's do a vlog there. Yeah, do that and then return true here. Yeah, let's log. I guess that maybe the weapon is useful to log here because of dual wielding. Fancy print command. Yeah, basically for the vlogger. It's necessary when you have the ECS, the entity system, where there's like thousands and thousands that are spawned. Otherwise, there's just the logs there's just so fucking many I can't even tell what's going on. This to me is rocket science. Interesting to watch though. Well, happy to have you here. Well, the vlogger is a built-in thing, but I am adding my custom logs to it. Okay. What happened there? Dagger has already hit something. Okay, let's step through this. Let me look at the active abilities. Oh, there is no activated ability. Activated abilities, there we go. Reset swing. Okay, so the ability, so I was sussed out that it was logging the wrong ability. Something's wrong here with the AnimQ calculators. Because them logging the wrong abilities is what's fucking happening here. Because I literally logged, this was the last swing that happened, and it says dagger. The fucking dagger. Oh, I logged it as an error. It should not be an error. The dagger. I can't read the word dagger without reading it in a fucking like heavy like Minnesotan accent. The dagger. Oh, you know the dagger there. Oh, I stabbed him with the dagger. Okay, so it is referencing the wrong fucking weapon. How on... Dude, there's got to be something wrong with my move semantics here, right? Let me look at the vlogger a little closer. I'm a little closer. Add ability to queue. Yeah, I'm adding the same ability to queue twice, even though there's two different anims on it. That's not correct. Are you resetting that queue? I remove add. index 0, which would be what the next anim is. So there's the juice right there. You're resetting the queue that you're stealing the data from. Do I need to reset the queue entirely? Because there could be more things in the queue. I just remove at the index that I took from. No, you're good. Yeah, that's what I thought. But like this log right here, this ability name is the wrong one. And I guess, I don't know, can you move temp into the ref variable, or do I need to move temp into... I think maybe I need to move temp into here. And then maybe reset this afterwards. Is that... I'll test and see if that's the case. Maybe it's because I was move temping into the variable, the local declared variable. Was it shrink by default? Maybe. Yes. I mean, it's a pretty small queue, so it doesn't really matter. It should only be like at max, like 2 things. 2 or 3 things. Nope, still didn't. Still didn't do it. And I guess I can tell from this log right here. Yeah, it's logging the same ability pointer. So that did not make a difference. Ability name. Okay, and then where I'm creating these, ability just is equal to this, and then I move temp into the add function. And then I, insert, I need a move temp there, don't I? Or is this, should this be forward? It doesn't like that. It doesn't like forward there. Forward. And then anim queue add move temp. Let me look at the add ability to queue. Oh, that is the log actually that's happening. That is the log that's happening. Forward is for template params. Oh, that makes more sense now. Interesting that there's a special one for that. This is the log that's happening, though. Adding... Yeah, maybe it was because I wasn't move temping there. I think maybe, is that why? Nope. Still didn't. Let me fucking breakpoint. Let me fucking breakpoint there. Okay, so these first two I guess they go off, right? They do go off, but look at anim Q calc here. Ability T weak pointer. It is auto attack ability C0. NMQ empty. It's question marks here. It's question marks. Yeah, it's question marks there. What am I doing wrong? Those take an R value. Should I not be moving temp here? Should I not be? Yeah, move semantics are quite fucky. The double ampersand is an R value. Which in my head, I don't know what the actual definition of that is, but to me it's like, this is the memory for this thing, and you need to do something with it. You need to put it somewhere, or else it's going away. And so you need to give ownership of this memory to some variable. I actually, Elliot, I have read this at some point. Probably a long time ago, but I have read the Dr. Elliot blog. Okay, so let's run live coding there. Maybe we shouldn't use... because it already is an R value, and this function takes in... wait a second. But now it's not taking in the R value. But there's two versions of the insert, right? There's one that... there's the R value one. Okay, so I do need move temp maybe then. I mean, since I have it, we'll test it out anyway. We'll test it out anyway. Come on, patch it. Come on, you can do it. Do I need to rebuild? Are you gonna make me rebuild? Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking rebuild. Move temp a bit. So I think I have to move temp there or else it doesn't work. Yeah. And this is a locally declared variable. So we're gonna move temp into here. It is an R value already, but then when I hover over this, this is the non-R value version. Unless I move temp. If I put move temp here, then this becomes the R value version, which is what I thought I would have needed to do. Yeah, still fucksy wucksy there. Yeah, and then the add ability is still weird. With or without move temp. And let's rename that, because that's it's not even the right name anymore. What am I not doing here? I would have thought this is what I had to do. Should I just not even fucking worry about fucking move semantics here? I thought I was gonna be like smart and efficient and shit. But like this was not working either. This is what I thought I would need to do. We'll try it again just to make sure. And then it's called from right here. Is it because it's a locally declared variable and a weak pointer? I mean, I saw this was a question mark too. Luminous seems like an interesting project. No, well, now you have to download it. That takes these backsies. Try that again. Stop, clear. Okay. Yeah, let me run that back. Okay, let's see. Is that still fucksy wucksy? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Should I just forego the move temp? Like, it's not, I don't know, I don't even know how much of a fucking performance improvement it is. Maybe I shouldn't be passing in by R value. Now, I think everywhere that I'm doing this would need to change, no? Yeah, that is still valid. You can pass by value and then move. As in non-const ref? Like, you mean like that? And then move? But wouldn't that be making a copy on the call site, like right there? Yeah. I mean, the whole reason I did this is because I knew whichever one of these ability anim structs I created, I would no longer need from the call site, so I just don't give a shit about it. Let's try this and see what happens. Go by const ref, and I guess I don't know what move temp would even do here. I have no idea what that would do here because that's not like. Okay, that doesn't compile. We don't want to move temp here. Interesting. I would have thought that you wouldn't want to do move temp on the call site, but then you could do the move temp here. Maybe it was because it was const. Depends on what you're doing, because if you're trying to access it somewhere after you keep passing it around, by R value, it's going to be in an unspecified state. I mean, I'm not trying to access the variable. The only thing I would be accessing is where it got moved to, which is in the anim queue. That still was weird. That was still weird. Activating ability. Yeah, the second it goes into the anim queue. Okay, I'm gonna fucking pass by copy. And then we can move temp here. And then does move temp even do anything there? I wouldn't think so. I mean, all the other places I call that probably do a move temp. Oh, oh, some of these don't. One of them didn't. That is the one I was just at. Most of them do. Yeah, most of them do a move temp. Oh, it's past time for me to go. It's past time for me to go, so I'm gonna do one more test. Look at that chicken. That's a weird looking chicken. Okay. Okay, do I still have that breakpoint there? Okay, the breakpoint is there. I'll be able to tell just from looking at that. Okay. It's even worse now. It's even worse. I have no fucking idea why. What's it? Why does that weak pointer not stick around after I put it into the array? Oh, I think, does everything on here need to be a strong pointer? I mean, no, the ability's not getting cleaned up. The ability's not getting cleaned up at all. I know that for a fucking fact. Also, I did see 2 activating ability logs in there, so maybe I need to take a peek. Maybe the problem is elsewhere. Apply ability processor. Yeah, maybe the issue is in here. Instance per execution. Is my instancing wrong? Oh, I wonder if my instancing is fucking wrong. Oh my god, I'm a big old dummy, aren't I? I'm a big old fucking dummy, aren't I? It is not instance. Okay, never mind. That should be good. Wait a second. No, I said not equal to... If instancing policy is not equal to instanced per execution, we look it up. That is not correct. That was the fucking issue. Holy shit. Is this gonna work now? Are you gonna work now? That deserves a big ol'... Can you stop? Can you stop swinging, sir? Sir, you are not in range. He's not supposed to swing. He's only supposed to... There you go. Stop it. There's too many queued up. There's too many queued up. Stop swinging, sir. Thank you. Oh, I can't believe I spent like a fucking hour on that. It was my own damn fault. I should have dug deeper. God damn it. So my move semantics were actually fine. Well, I'll get to undo all that later. Anyone enjoy the Halo show? Legit curious. I'm watching through it right now and cannot stand the fact it's basically a soap opera with Halo branding. Yeah, I didn't like it either. My mom, who obviously has never played Halo, I think that goes without saying, loved it. She enjoyed it quite a bit. But yeah, he shouldn't have taken his helmet off. Or at least he should have kept his helmet on for much longer. And yeah, it just wasn't interesting. just wasn't interesting. Anyways, I gotta get going now. Who is streaming? Who is streaming? Ba, 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 ba. What do you think of Alien Earth? I haven't seen that. I have not seen that one. Let's go hit Lapozdian, who was in here the other day. Yeah, I gotta go to work now. Take care, everyone. Later. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Adder, Elliot, Schematics, Zach, Strophium was in here. You do music reviews? No. no, I don't. Matter of fact. Anyways, yeah, I'll send you guys over there. I gotta go. I gotta go make other people money. So, have a great rest of your day, guys.